I want to talk a little bit today about this is about the standard bottlings of Maison Surrenne cognac. We've been working with these guys. The house is Tifon. It's the largest remaining family-held cognac firm in existence, and they were always wholesalers. So they have, and they believe very strongly in maintaining a very large stock of cognac. When you start talking to them about what they do, the word stock comes up practically immediately and gets repeated over and over again, which means that they're just holding in their cellars an amazing amount of very well-made cognacs. I mean, these are artisan cognacs. These are made on small stills by hand, and just beautiful, beautiful products. I mean, they're very classy operation. And what's nice about their cellars is that when I approached them, what I wanted to put together was something. My notion is that cognacs are too blended when you buy an XO, and so it tends to be so blended so that they have a consistent product year after year that the cognacs have lost their individuality, which is what's interesting about it. I'm much more interested in, it's like malt whiskeys. Their individuality gets lost when they're blended. So I went to them and said, let's focus on the individual cognac regions. So the basic bottling is a blend. It's from Petit Champagne and from a region of cognac called Fambois. A lot of the grapes that make those cognacs are grown in the Tifon family estates. But this is a very nice VSOP blend, and just all I did was said, look, we want to sell this for about $48. Give us the best product you can that you can afford to sell us at that, and that's what you've got. This is a bargain. It's better than most XOs. These three are differentiated by the regions in which their grapes were grown. The Artisan distillery is 100% Petit Champagne. The Distillery Galteau is 100% Borderies, and the XO Maison Surrenne is 100% Grand Champagne. These grapes have gotten difficult to find because the big cognac houses have been buying up vineyards as fast, or contracts for vineyards as fast as they can to satisfy the Chinese market. This is where the enormous aging stock of Maison Surrenne comes into effect. They have 8 large aging cellars full of beautiful cognacs. Okay, Petit Champagne. This is called Ancienne Distillerie, named after the central distillery, the old distillery in the heart of Jarnac. It's 100% Petit Champagne. Petit Champagne grapes are delicate, flowery, lightly fruity. They don't age particularly well. We like these when they're between 8 and 15 years old. This is a beautiful, beautiful product. It's extremely well made. The Distillery Galteau is 100% Borderies. Borderies is on the other side of the Charente River from the major Petit Champagne and Grand Champagne growing areas. And it's alluvial soil. The river it's clay silt deposited by the river. And as a consequence, the cognacs have a lot of body, a lot of volume in your mouth. And the slopes, the slopes face south towards the river. They get a lot of sunshine. And so they're very flavorful grapes. And Martell uses a lot of Borderies grapes. They're usually used to give body to lighter and more delicate cognacs. We like them all the way by themselves. It's a beautiful mouthfeel. And Borderies grapes are famous for what this has, this sort of like almond kernels and a slight hint of violet in the nose. This is an incredible cognac. This is a bargain. It would be very hard to put this together at another distillery. And finally, the XO, 100% Grand Champagne cognac. Grand Champagne cognacs are not very good when they're young. They tend to take 7 to 10 years to even show what they've got, and then they develop remarkably over time. These are 25 to 30-year-old cognacs from 4 of their aging cellars blended together. We try and get them to specific vintages so that we get some distinction from bottling to bottling. But it has this, Grand Champagne has this wonderful finish and this wonderful hint of sort of like orange peel in the nose and in the on the palate. And this has absolutely beautiful Lanciot. This If this were in the hands of one of the big houses, it would be a $500 bottle.